like after 2 or 3 minutes, it is getting disconnected. So let's start it. Let's see if it will be disconnected. I have conveyed this message to the admin team. Let's see what they say. So
Yes, sir.
this is a problem actually. So let's start now.
And sir, I have a small request. Can you please re-upload the 20th and 21st May sessions once again in the drive?
What I could not hear it. Can you
Uh,
come again?
May 20 and 21st sessions. Can you please re-upload them on in the drive once?
21 and 22.
20 and 21.
20 and 21. Okay, you need the link.
Yes. No, sir. In the drive, the videos are not present on those days, on that weekend.
It was not present.
Yes, sir.
I think you have got the wrong link. Maybe it is there. Where is that?
As it is showing as class 22 and
21.
23. Yeah, 20 and
Twen-
21 is not there, sir.
It's there actually. You might have got the wrong link. It was for the last weekend, right? 20, 22
No,
and 23
22
is
and
there
23
in.
last weekend, 20 and 21 before weekend, sir.
Let me share the link. Maybe you have got the another link from the admin team. So it was in this. So you are asking for 22 and 23.
No, sir, class 20 and 21, sir.
20 and 21, where it is? I guess someone has deleted. That's the reason I was not giving the full control. I need to upload it again then. 2021. Okay, no issues. After the session, I will upload it again and just take this link. I am giving you the link. It will be uploaded in the same one.
Yeah,
So
sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
you can just copy this link. I will upload it here in the same after
Yeah.
the session. So once I will finish the session, then within 30 minutes, you will get the videos.
Okay, sir.
21 and 22. Someone has deleted, I guess. They were trying to download something and might be they have removed it.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
It was there actually, but now it has been moved for everyone. Then if someone is going to delete something from here, then it will be removed for everyone. You all have the full control with this folder. Yeah, I will upload it again, no issues.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you, sir.
so far we have done a lot of topics. I think the recordings are going on. Yes. We have 15 participants, including me. So I would like to take your screening because I have got the information from the admin team to submit some of the initial report regarding the progress, what is going on with the candidates. So they just need the progress report for the initial phase, just like we did earlier in the Linux phase as well. So I will be asking some random questions, not from the Linux, but from the cloud that we have completed so far. And I will be presenting your reports to the admin team. And tomorrow I will cover the topics that I started in the last weekend related to the connectivity, related to the VPN and all. So let's start. We have this much amount of candidates. Hope my voice is clear
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Voice is clear.
and the screen is also clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in AWS, what we have done so far? So we have discussed about the concept of subscription first. We started with our cloud, like what is cloud we discussed. Then we discussed about the cloud types. In the cloud types, we have seen the journey according to the two phases, like service delivery model. Service delivery model was the first one, and deployment model. So in the service delivery model, we have seen infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. In the deployment model, we have seen private, public, and hybrid cloud infrastructure. Then we discussed about the on-premises versus cloud, why the people are crazy about the cloud, why cloud is everywhere. Then we started with the AWS portal. We created the account on the AWS portal. We we have seen, like we understood in the beginning, that why AWS is very much famous in the market, why it is ranked number one. Then we discussed about subscription. What is subscription in the cloud? What are the types of subscription? How we can get it? Then we discussed a topic which is called IAM, Identity and Access Management. This is something we started, we have discussed. And in the IAM, we have seen a lot of things. We discussed about users, we discussed about groups, we discussed about policies, like what kind of securities we can implement through IAM. We have seen that. Then we have seen the option of password change. Then we started our EC2 instance. In the EC2 instance, we have seen the type, what is EC2 instance? Then what are the types of EC2 instance we have? How to create one of the EC2? What images option we have available? Then we discussed about the concept of VPC as well, virtual private cloud. In the VPC, we have seen that how we can create the network. Then we discussed about security groups. And one more thing in the policy, we discussed about inline policy and directly group policy, like how we can assign the policies to the group. In the EC2 instance, we have seen some different options as well, like what is the terminate option, what is hibernate option. This is something we have seen. What is stop? And VPC was also done. Then we have launched Linux and Windows EC2. Like we have created the servers with Windows and Linux images, and we have seen how we can access that as well. That's something we have completed so far in the AWS portion. Then in the last weekend, we started some concepts. We started a new topic in the networking. So that we can skip because that is not completed yet. So let's keep the topic from these sections only. So I will ask any one of you, I will pick the candidates randomly, and I will ask any one of you to, I can ask some practicals also. I can ask you to present your screen and do the practicals. And I can also ask the direct questions. So both questions can be asked. So I will start from EC2 instance. This one I will discuss first. We have 14 candidates now. So whomsoever is going to disconnect from the session, I will take the report from the portal. What was the attendance? And I will share it with the admin team. What was the initial attendance and what is the last one? So we can start with the, we have Venkat from Kolkata. So Venkat, can you hear me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes. So we can start with the Venkat then.
Sir,
Venkat.
actually, from my end, and next week I will tell you that, sir. Actually, I'm practicing that Linux only.
You are practicing Linux. Then what about AWS?
Sir, next week I will.
If I will complete the AWS in the next month, then what you are going to do? I will start the Terraform then.
No, sir. This week I will complete that AWS.
Yeah, you should have actually. You should do it, because at the end of the session you will have nothing actually. I will be disengaged from you guys. So if you will have any question, then how will you ask? That's the reason you should do it during the session. Otherwise, it is going to create the problem for you in the long run. So okay, no issues. I will keep your record for the next week. Next week. Where is my Excel? So Venkat is aligned for the next week. Next week means next Saturday. Okay. It will not work on the Sunday. So next Saturday, I will call your name.
Okay, sir.
But we can have now Himanshu. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So we can start with Himanshu then. Now don't tell me do it next week.
Oh, sir.
So in which topic you are comfortable? Just tell me.
Very easy to instance also.
EC2
I am-
instance you are comfortable.
am-
Whatever topic you would like to keep, I will ask the question from that section. Just
sir,
let
I
me
am-
know.
I am
I am. Okay. So start from the beginning. Just tell us what is IAM in AWS.
sir, I am basically refers to identity and access management, in which we are creating users and different type of field can we can create users and how to change password and how to apply group policies in that, and all these things we have learned in IAM. It's basically management of the users which we create in the company.
Just give me 1 minute. Okay, that's good. So just give me 1 minute. So Himanshu, so can you share your screen and let us know like how we can create the user accounts?
Yes, sir.
I'm just giving you the permission. Just give me 1 second. Share. Can you try to share, because I'm not getting the option to give the permission. Okay, now I've got it. Now you can share. Yes,
See
we
my
can
screen.
see your screen. Yes, we can.
Sir, from here we can access the IAM portal, or from here also services also. I'm directly accessing here from here. Sir, we can create a user from here, like add users. Then we have to give name like production 01.
That's not the
Yeah.
username actually.
We can give any
Username,
name.
yes,
Yeah.
you can give any name, but in the real scenario, this will not be the name. The name of
Yes,
the
sir.
employee will be here. Okay.
Then we will be going for next. And in the initial phase, we you have taught now that we will not give any permission for just creating. We have. I'm just going here. Sir, we can from here we can give different permission, add user to the group or like that.
Right.
And for this, sir, add new text. Like we have different groups now, like HR department and all. From that, we can give text for that.
Can you go to previous section?
Yes.
Just go to previous. On the down, yes, you will get the option. Can you
Like-
let us explain these three types? Add user to group, copy permission, attach policy directly.
Yes, sir. Sir, add user to group means we earlier we have already means we have created groups like HR department, business, marketing group. So we have already given permission to that group. like they can access to different parameters. So we can directly give user I have created product prod 01 user. Then whatever policies are applied to the group name sales, then the same policy will be applied to the user prod 1 user also. This is the first option. Then from this copy permission, we can copy all the permission from the existing user. Means earlier I have a user name Himanshu only. Then we can just copy the same permission which Himanshu has to the prod 01 also. This is the second. And third one I don't remember exactly, sir.
See, the meaning of like we have 3 permission options in AWS. If you have the user account and you want to assign any permission, we have 3 methods. The first one is add user to a group. It means we will have one of the group available. On that group, suppose we have a group for the sales department. For the sales department, we have created one of the group and we have assigned different permission on that group. So whomsoever is going to become the member of that group, whomsoever will join that sales group, they will get the permissions which is applied on the group itself. So the first option tells that if you will add a user to the group, just click on it. The first option, add user to a group. Yes, if you will add it, then in the bottom you can see you are getting an option to create a group. Why? Because we don't have any group available.
Yes.
If we will have one of the group, or like minimum we should have one of the group. So if we will have the group available, then we will see the list of that groups. So whatever group we want to add, whatever group we want to join as a user, we can select that group, and whatever permissions are already applied on that particular group, we will get that permission accordingly. That is the meaning of the first option. The second option is you already have one of the group created, but you don't want to join that group as a user. What you need is whatever permissions are applied on that group, or suppose you have one of the user account available, whatever permission is applied on the user or whatever permission is applied on the group, if you want the same intact permission should be applicable to your new user, you can select the second option. So second option is not going to create the group, but it will directly apply the policy. It will copy the policy which is already there with the first group or the user which is already available. The third option means inline policy. Inline policy means if in case I want to directly assign the permission to any user, I don't want to create any group, I don't want to copy it from anywhere. I have the user and I want that this user should not be the member of any group. Just like I have created one of the user called Sumit, and I don't want this user to be the member of any group. So in that condition, if I directly want to apply the permission on any group, on any user account, then I will select the inline password policy option, inline permission option. So the third option says that attach policy directly. It means you can directly apply the policy to the direct user. You don't need to create any group. So this is the third option. So here, if you will click on the attach policy directly, if you will scroll it down, you can see a lot of policies. You can apply any of this policy to this user directly. You just need to click on the box. You need to check it and you can click on next, then the policy will be applied. But in case you don't want to create any group right now, you don't want to make it the member of any group, you want to do it later on, then you can also do it later. So just like right now, we will not create any group, we will do it later on. So we can just proceed further. We can select the first option and we can proceed further. So I'm not creating any group, just next. Now you can let us know this option. See tag, let me explain what is tag. See in the company, what happens whenever they will try to fetch the bill, in order to fetch the bill, what they will do, they would like to add the tag. Like suppose I have one of the testing VM. I have a testing environment. I have a software development team. And in the software development team, suppose we have 20 software engineers. And those 20 software engineers wants to perform some software development testing. They have created one of the software and they want to test it. So for testing, company creates the testing servers. That is called UAT servers. If you can recall it, in the initial sessions, I have discussed about this. So company are going to create the UAT environment, user acceptance testing. And in the UAT environment, they will create some of the EC2 instances. And on those EC2 instances, they will do the software development testing. So suppose company have different environment. Company have the production environment. Production means the live server environment. Company have the testing environment, which is called UAT environment. Now they need to check the analysis. They want to check the bill. Like for the production, how much bill they are getting per month. For testing, how much bill they are getting per month. And they want to, even their requirement is they want to check it as per the department. Suppose I want to confirm that in the sales department, how much bill I am getting. In the management department, how much bill I am getting. For the accounts, how much bill I am getting. So if the company wants to take out the bill information according to the group or according to the department or according to the environment. Environment means testing or production. So that time they create the tags, because tags are useful. Suppose you have 200 servers which belongs to the sales department, means 200 servers are created for the sales department. Now at the end of the day, when you will get the bill, so bill is a combined thing. You will get a complete bill that you have around 10,000 rupees of bill for your AWS subscription. Now you want to check from the portal that why it is 10,000, which resources are consuming a large amount of bill. So you want to check it from the portal. So in such condition, you can take the help of tags. So if you have created the tags, just for the reference, you can just go to the bills and you can use this tag to fetch out the information. So you can create the tags as per department, you can create it as per the environment. Even you can see here, tags are optional. Why it is optional? Because if you don't want to make it as the member of tag, then it's up to you. In case you want to check the bill, suppose by the end of the day, tag is not the only criteria. You have different options as well. If you don't have tags, if you know the name of the server, suppose you know the name of your EC2 instance that it is prod01. So in case you want to check it, you can directly search that EC2 instance name and you can check the bill, that how much consumption it has done. So tag is not the only criteria. We have different options as well, but tags are going to make our work very easy. If you have set up the tag, then it will make our work, it will make our job very easy. That's the reason company prefers the tag. And this tag option is available in every cloud, Azure, GCP, Alibaba, Rackspace, everywhere it is available. So how to create the tag? So during the creation of the resource, you can create the tag. Tag can be created for every resource. It can be with EC2, it can be with storage, it can be with VPC, it can be with user as well. So you can create the tag if you need. So how will you do it? So tag is a combination of key and value. Here you can see on the portal, in the left side, there is a key option and in the right side, there is a value option. What is key? Key means title. Title, you can refer it as a department. Just like suppose you want to create the tags that this user belongs to sales department. Then in the left side, you will just simply write sales. Just write it, sales. Suppose you want to refer that this user belongs to sales. So in the left, you will mention the title that this belongs to sales. Oh, not just remove it. Just I just give wrong thing. See, in the key means the title here means the main department, the environment, you can say. Just like if you are categorizing any user or any resource basis on the suppose department. If you want to categorize this user account on the basis of department, then what you will do, in the left side, you will write department. Just write department. Similarly, if you are doing it for the infrastructure, then you will write infrastructure. On the right side, now you will mention in which department this user belongs to. Suppose this user belongs to the sales department, then you will write sales. Then you will click on create user. So you can create multiple tags. The maximum can be 49. See, the maximum can be 50 in total. You have done one. That's the reason it is showing 49. So in maximum, you can create 50 tags. In Azure, it is 32. In AWS, it is 50. Just click on create user.
Sir, shall I remove it or department?
You can keep it. You can keep it. I will show you then. See, we have one of the user got created. If you will click on this user account, just click on this prod01 user. Now, if you will go to the tags, just go to tags or on the top, on the third, on the third tab. Here you can see there is one tag. This user belongs to Department of Sales. This is something the relevance of tags. At the end, when you want to check the billing, then this tax will be beneficial. This tax will be useful. I have not started the billing chapter yet. I will start it. Actually, I'm planning to start it on the next weekend. So then I will discuss about this one on Saturday. So this is how we can create the user. Now, anyone from you, Himanshu, you can keep the screen share as it is. Anyone from you would like to tell me what is this ARN in the summary? What is ARN?
Amazon resource number.
Amazon resource number. Yeah, that's good. Like why we use this? What is the significance of it? Nobody knows. It means you are not focusing on the content.
Yeah, it is
it,
like a unique number which is created for the root user.
Okay. See, when we talk about the ARN, so in AWS for every resources, we will have the ARN number. Just like in Azure, we will have one of the Azure resource ID, ARID. In AWS, there will be ARN number. What is ARN number? So ARN number is going to uniquely identify the resource. It is used to uniquely identify the resource in AWS. And just give me 1 second. Yeah, now it is okay. So it is uniquely going to identify the user in the AWS or any resource in the AWS, not only the user. And you can see it is written as ARN colon AWS colon IAM, means this is the Azure Amazon resource number of AWS and to whom it is associated. So it is associated with the IAM policy, means it belongs to IAM. And what is the unique number? So unique number is this one, and this is for the user, and the username is prod01. So for every resource, whatever you will create, EC2 instance, users, storage, there will be one of the ARN number. So Himanshu, can you try to log in with this user? How you will log in?
Yes, sir. Then we will just copy this.
Just go to the users. Click on the users. Yes, now click on it.
So we need to password. No?
No, just go to security credential in the 4th tab. This one is the link. See, console sign in.
Yes.
You have not set up any password, right?
Yes, sir.
Just try to log in. Just open another browser and open the incognito mode.
Sorry, sir.
Open another browser. How will you log in? You need to open another browser.
Browser.
Yes, if you have another browser, then you can. Otherwise, you can open incognito mode.
But actually, it will ask for password. Now we have not reset it.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
definitely. Because you have not set up any password.
Yes, sir.
So without password, how will you log in? It's not possible. So just scroll it down. See, there is an option. It is for Apache Cassandra. Don't do this. Credential for Amazon key space for Apache Cassandra. Just scroll it up.
Yeah.
No, this is MFA. Just click on enable console access. Then see, there is an option of auto generate password. Just click it and give the
For
password.
custom or auto generated?
You can choose anything. If you will select the auto generated, then it is going to generate the
Generate
automatic
automatic.
password, and you need to change it during the first login. So just create a custom one. Now try to log in. Have you shared the complete system with us or only the browser? Because we cannot see where you are trying to log in.
Actually, sir, I think I have shared only.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
stop share and you can share the complete system.
Yes, 1 minute.
Through revision, I can see that most of you are not studying well. पढ़ते नहीं हो तुम लोग? सबका यही हाल है.
Sir, now you can see.
Yes, now we can see. What happened? Password.
Yes. Sir. So now we will log in to this.
Just cancel this one. Cancel it. Is this account ID that you are entering? That's okay.
Yes, sir.
Which account ID you are entering? Yeah,
Or
this one is 24810 something.
yes, sir. Same one.
Now we can
now
log in. So we have got everything, but we will not be able to create anything because we don't have any access. We have not given any access to this
Permission.
user.
Yes, sir.
There is no permission, nothing. If you will try to create any resource, just like try to create something, try to create EC2 or
Yes, sir.
IAM, whatever you can. So user is able to log in into the portal, but he or she will not be able to do anything. See, access is denied because we have not assigned any permission to this user. So we know the concept of permission very well. Now, one more thing, just go to your AWS portal, the main portal with the admin privilege. Yes. Now do one thing here, just scroll it down and yes, wait, scroll up. Yes. In the right side, you can see there is one box, manage console access.
Yes,
Just
sir.
click on it and just disable the console access. Now click on apply. Now just refresh on another portal.
This one. Huh?
Yes, refresh it. Refresh it again. Just click on AWS. Yes, click on it. Just cancel it. This will take some time to get effect. Now just try to log in with that. With that console sign in link. So you are entering the right password, right?
Yes, sir.
But it will not log in actually. Just go to the portal, the main portal. It will not log in. See, here there is an option of enable console access. Just click on it and just enable it one time. Now click on apply.
So
Just click on
custom
apply. Just click on apply. I will see that later. Close it. Close. Now see, we have one of the password. We have the password. We have the username. Now we can log in. But if you again click on manage console access, if you will disable the console access for someone, you are seeing one of the warning. Disabling removes the pre-existing password. Means whatever password you have set in order to log in. If you will disable the console access, console means portal access. If you will disable the portal access for any user, then what is the need of password? If we cannot log in, if we are not giving the permission to someone to log in into the portal, then what is the need of password? So that's the reason if you will disable, just click on disable. If you will disable, then whatever password is applied, that will be removed. So your password will not work. You will not be able to log in into the portal. Just click on apply. So your password, see, console password not enabled means you don't have the console access. So if this is the issue, if someone is not able to log in, suppose someone is complaining in the company that I am not able to log in into my AWS portal. Earlier I was able to, like he was saying that yesterday I was able to log in into my AWS portal, but today I'm not able to. Even though I am entering the right password, but still I am not able to log in into the portal. So what can be the reason? The reason is this one. You might have disabled the console access accidentally, or someone else has disabled the console access. So this can be the situation. Everyone understood?
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Good.
but while logging in from different na, it is saying the authentication information is incorrect. Sir,
Yeah,
that,
it will say
yeah.
authentication information is incorrect, but
But in
finally
that
we
case,
know what is the reason.
user can be means he will be thinking that he has entered the wrong password.
Yeah, there can be two reasons. See, user can raise a ticket. User will simply mention that I am not able to log in into my AWS portal, even though I am using the right password. This one user is going to tell you. Now it is your responsibility to check on the portal whether the password is expired or whether the console access is disabled. If the console access is disabled, then you will simply see the option of console password not enabled. It means the console access is disabled for the user, so he or she will not be able to log in with the right password even. But if suppose the console is enabled, just enable it. So you will check it on the portal actually. Enable, yeah, click on apply. Just click on apply directly. So close. So if there is a console password, here you can see there is a console password option updated now. If this is there, then you can see when he has changed the last password. Just like we have just updated it now. So that's the reason we can see the timings and date. So if you are able to see the console password and date and timing, then you will tell the user, you will get to know that when the password got changed. If the password is not changed, but still the user is not able to log in, it means there is a password issue. Maybe he is entering the wrong password. Maybe he forgot the password. So in that condition, you can reset the password. So password reset is in your hand. You can just go to manage console access. Just click on it. Now you can see either you can regenerate the password or you can create a custom password. So it's up to you. And you need to check this box. User must create new password at the next login, so that when you will share the password with the user, and once the user will enter that password, so a prompt will appear on the screen to change it. Otherwise, if you will control the password of the user in the company, then this is a compliance issue. You cannot know the password of any user. You will reset the password. You will give one of the custom password here, and you will share the information with the user. During the first logon, user will have to change the password. It is same like your on-premises scenario. So user will change the password and you will not have any information about that password. You can change it because you are the admin, but you cannot see that password due to compliance reasons, due to compliance issues. Understood? These are very basic things that you should know actually. So just cancel this one. Now suppose there is one thing that I want to do. I want to suppose I just create one of the EC2 instance. You can just Himanshu, you can stop sharing. You are like you are in a good track. I will ask someone else. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So now I will ask Sangeeta Vijayan. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So Sangeeta will share the screen then.
Sir, I'm on mobile. If someone shares, I can help with the screen.
You are on mobile. Why?
Usually, I'll use mobile only.
Okay, so you don't have computer.
I have, but not now.
Actually, you
I
should
could.
use it because I can anytime ask someone to present the screen, and that would be the
Yes,
critical
sir.
situation. Okay, no issues. You can guide someone else. I
Okay.
will ask Himanshu. Can you share the screen again? You all should try to join the session from the laptop or computer screen. Otherwise, I don't know what you study in the mobile. Choti si screen. There is a small screen. So, Sangeeta,
Yes,
you
sir.
just tell me how to create the EC2. Firstly, tell me what is EC2 instance.
Yeah, EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. It is one of the IaaS like infrastructure as a service cloud. It helps to create infrastructure to perform a task.
Okay. It's not like that actually. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud, and it is going to give you the environment to create the servers.
Okay.
Like it is one of the infrastructure as a service. And in case you want to host, you want to create your servers on the AWS cloud, then you can use the EC2. So whatever servers you want to create in the infrastructure, that will be created through the EC2
Okay.
instance. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now tell us how to create the EC2.
Okay. First, we have to search for a EC2.
Yes, we are in the EC2 now.
Yes, sir. We have to select the nearest region.
That was the first task. We have to select the region, in which region we want to create the resources.
Yes, sir.
So North Virginia is okay. That's a very cheap region. We can get the economical price over there.
Yes.
Now we have the region. Now what to do?
Then we have to click on instance,
Okay.
launch instance. Here we have to give the name of the server. For example, we can give as prod1. Here we can also add the additional tags if we want.
Just leave it. I don't want to add any tags. Yes. Now.
Then scroll down and we can select any like for example, we can select Windows, Microsoft, or the Amazon Linux.
So in this section, we need to select the image, like what kind of server we want to launch. whether we want to launch the Mac, Linux, Unix, Windows. So we need to select that. And on the top, you can see there is an option application and OS images machine, Amazon machine image. So what is this? So OS images means you need to select one of the image for which you want
Yes.
to host the servers. And there are some images where applications are pre-installed with the image. Just like if you will click on the browse more AMIs, just click on it, browse more AMIs. So here you can see we have different images. Just like we have Windows server image, the Ubuntu image. If you will scroll it down, then you can see there is one option. Just leave it. Just scroll it up.
Select a free tier eligible.
Scroll it up. Again, scroll it up. Wait. Mac OS. Again, scroll up. Go on the top. Now scroll down slowly. So these all are the normal images. Like for Mac, for Linux, for Windows, you have different flavors of images. Now there are some images which is pre-configured with the application, which is pre-configured with the software. Just like if you will scroll down. This is not that one. This is not that one. Yeah, this one. See, just scroll up. There is one SQL option. Scroll up. Kahan chala gaya? Scroll it down. Gradually scroll it down there. Yeah, this one. See, here you can see there is a Linux image, Ubuntu server 20.0.4 LTS, and it is integrated with the SQL server. Means if you want to create any SQL server environment in the AWS, so what you will do, you will create one of the EC2 first, then you will download the SQL server, then you will install it, then you will create the SQL server. So instead of that, what AWS is saying that if you want to create the SQL server environment, then we have the pre-integrated image available. We can give you Ubuntu server. If you need the Ubuntu server environment, we will give you Ubuntu, and their SQL will be pre-installed. SQL server 2022 will be pre-installed. It will be by default available. So you don't need to install the SQL after the creation of the EC2. It will be pre-integrated with your image. So these two kind of images we have available. We have one of the plain image is called vanilla image, where there is no application installed. In technical language, it is called vanilla image. Just like whatever image you are seeing here, Windows Server 2022 base and everything, that is the vanilla image, the plain image. But if any application is integrated with that image, that is called application image. So if you will scroll it down, you will also be able to see further application integrated images. Just scroll it down. Just like here, you can see deep learning AMI GPU PyTorch. It is already available with the Ubuntu image. So deep learning AMI GPU PyTorch, this function is also integrated with the Amazon Linux. So there are a lot of images available. It is with Azure also, it is with AWS also. So according to the requirement of the company can pick anything. Now just select any of the image, just select the Windows server, the base one.
Windows server.
Which is free tier eligible. You can pick the Linux as well.
Sir, this first one, shall I select?
You can take this one as well. It's up to you. It should be free tier eligible. That's it. So we have selected the Amazon Linux. Now what we need to do, Sangeeta?
In instance type, normally it will be automatically selected. If we want, we can select as per our wish.
What is instance?
Like in this case, it has been selected T2.micro, the server. I mean,
What is this? Anyone knows?
it is the customized one.
Sir, it is an instance type like
The number of
Specifications
servers
of the server,
we want.
sir.
as per the hardware configuration, we can select this.
what we are doing here, we are going to create the
Server.
EC2. EC2 means server. Now, if we want to create any server, it means we need some of the physical resource. Like we are creating a server. So where we are creating the server? We are creating the server on the AWS. On which infra we are creating the server? So we are creating the server in the form of EC2. Now, what is EC2? So EC2 is a physical machine which is running in the backend of the Amazon. Now, if we are creating any server, it means we need some resources. We would be needing the compute, which is RAM and CPU. We would need the storage. That is our requirement. We will be needing the network bandwidth, of course. So instance means what configuration of server, what configuration of EC2 machine you would like to create. What is your requirement? What kind of load you are going to process on that? So basis on that, we have different families. Just like I have explained you in the EC2 section, we have T series, we have compute series, we have HPC series, we have graphic series. So we have a lot. And in those titles, we have different categories. We have T series, M series, N series, NGV2 series. So we have different. Now, if you want to have a look, you can click on compare instance types. Just there is a blue hyperlink. Just click on that, Himanshu. Compare instance type. Yeah, just on the down, on the right side. Niche right mirror, niche, scroll it down. Yes, compare instance type. Just click on it. See, here we can see we have different instance type. Instance type means again, the size is what kind of configuration you want to take. So first one is instance type. This is the series given by the AWS. Second one is vCPU. vCPU means how much CPU you need, how much virtual CPUs you need. Then architecture, it is 64-bit, 32-bit, i386-bit. Then the next one is memory. Memory means how much RAM you would need. Then comes the storage. So if dash is mentioned, it means storage support is not included. You will have to add it according to your requirement. So we will have the storage chapter. We will see that later on. Then what kind of storage? So once you will add the storage, you will select the storage type. Then the network performance. See, here you can see in the T1 micro, we have very low network performance. In the T2 nano, we have low to moderate. So once you will scroll it down, depending upon the size, depending upon the money you are paying to the AWS, you will get the performance and you will get the configuration speeds. So that's something like we call it instance type. So we have in total 640 instance. See on the top, you can see we have 640 instance available in AWS. Means we have 640 different configurations of servers available in the AWS. We can pick according to our requirement, and we will have to pay the money accordingly, of course. So just select the free one. Just select T2 micro. Yes, click on select instance type. Since we are on the free account, so we will select the free one only. Scroll it down. So here what we will get 1 CPU, 1 GB of RAM in the T2 micro series, you can see, and it is free tier eligible. Now, what is this key pair, Sangeeta?
Sir, in order to access T2 micro, we have to generate a user ID and the password.
Not T2 micro, in order to access the EC2 instance, in order to access the server that we have created on the AWS, we would be needing one of the credential, one of the user ID and password.
Yes.
And in AWS, the user ID and the password is in the form of key pair. Just for the security purpose, they have added the option of key pair. We need to download the authentication encrypted key that will help us as a password, and we can log in into the EC2. So just create one. Just give the name of any.
For example,
anything.
give key 01 or 02. Then here it has to be selected .pem only, no, sir?
Yes, it has to be .pem. The earlier operating system, like suppose if you are using any OS before Windows 10, it's if the generation is before Windows 10, then you will have to select ppk. If it is beyond Windows 10, if the version is more than Windows 10, then it will be PEM. So if someone is using Windows Server 2003, 2008, that time we will have to select the PPK. But for now, we have to select PEM. And with all the flavors of Linux, whatever Linux you are using, you will by default select PEM. PEM is only compatible with the Linux. So just click on create. Then one of the key pair will be downloaded. Just leave it. We will use it later on. Now scroll it down. Now what to do?
Here we should not change anything.
No, you can see, you can. Why we were not changing it earlier? Because we have not learned the concept of VPC.
Oh.
Now we know what is VPC. So in case we want to create any network, we want to create any network as per our company convenience, then we can create one of the VPC here. We can design the subnet accordingly. We can create the security group in case we want to allow someone or in case we want to deny someone. Then we can do the changes accordingly and we can proceed further. So I think you all have not done the practical of security group, the VPC. That's the reason you all are saying default. So it will not be default. It will be as per the requirement. So leave it. We will not do any changes. Even I have also told you during the VPC session that we can create the VPC first, then we can create the EC2 and we can make that EC2 as the member of that network. We can select the VPC during the practical as well. So let's keep it as it is. Now let's proceed further. What option we will have now? Just go. So storage I have not told you right now. So we will get 8 GB of storage. See here we can see 8 GB of storage will be created and the root volume will be GP3. So what is GP3? I will discuss later on. Scroll it down. In the advanced details, we have discussed this one. What is this? What are the modes of this? So just scroll it down. See, we have already discussed this shutdown behavior. What will happen if we will stop the machine? So what will happen, Sangeeta? Do you know? If I will select the shutdown behavior as terminate. Suppose I selected as terminate. Just click on terminate. Shutdown behavior. Terminate. So if I will select this option, then what will happen?
The server will terminate. Shutdown.
It means that if I will shut down the server from my end, if I will shut down the EC2 instance, then it will automatically delete it. That's the meaning of this option.
Okay.
So just click on launch instance. These all options are related to the admins. So it has been created. Now how we can check it?
We have to go to instance.
Okay. Now how we will access? Road 01 is available.
We have to click on instance state.
Click on that. Now
Connect.
then this is your Amazon Linux. We are in the EC2-user. We are logged in with the EC2-user at the rate. This is the IP of this EC2 instance. $1 is coming. Why $? Because we are not logged in with the root. Just do anything. You know the Linux command. Just create a simple folder. This is the Linux prompt. Just cancel this below one, the white one, the public IP and all. The screen will be visible then. Yes, cancel it now. mkdir space, just give any name, space F1. F1 means we want to create a folder with the name of F1. Type.
Actually, sir, it got, yeah.
Now give any name. It's not working. Yes, enter. It is saying the command not found. You are running it in capital.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's
Linux is case sensitive in nature. If any command has to be written in capital, that will be capital. If anyone has to be written in small, that should be small. Now it has been created. Now let's check it. Do ls. New one. So the same command, you can run it here. Whatever we have learned in our Linux session. You can pick any of the Linux image. It can be Red Hat. Red Hat is also available there. You can pick Amazon Linux. This one is very economical in terms of price. There is no high charges for the Amazon Linux. This is the Linux of the Amazon. They have created this one. So suppose I want to log in with the root. How I can? Here, just try to log in with the root. SU, just try to type SU, switch user, SU. Enter the password. Do you know what is your password?
no, sir.
You don't know because you have selected the key pair option.
Yes, sir.
You are logging in with the key pair, not with the password. And in the cloud platform, we cannot log in with the root of any of the Linux machine. It is restricted. That's the reason it is asking for the password, and you don't know the password actually. Because if you would be able to log in with the root in this Linux machine, then you can do any changes, and that changes are going to impact the real AWS scenario, the real physical infra of AWS. So you cannot log in with the root. But in case I need the root permission, then what I will do? Just do Control-C here, just cancel it. See, I need the root permission now. I cannot log in with the root, as I told you, in the cloud environment, whether it is Azure, whether it is AWS, you cannot log in with the root because the permission is denied for that. They will never share you the root password because you can do anything on the AWS EC2 instance then. So what you can do if you need any root privilege, you can type sudo, sudo space -i, sudo space -i, enter. Now you can see you are in hash and you are logged in with the root @ See, this is the root, but this is not the actual root. This root is created by the main root. That's the reason it is sudo, super user do operations. So the Amazon has given you the privilege of the root, but this is not a main root account. The root of the AWS has given you the permission of another root. They have created one of the user account called root, and they have changed the PID value. They have assigned the root permission. We have seen the permission option, if you remember. So through permission, they have assigned the root permission. They have given the root priority permission number, and now you are the root. So in the cloud Linux, whatever Linux you will use, even Red Hat also, you will not be having the root permission. If you need the root privilege, you need sudo space -i. Just make it down. This was not, I have not discussed this one because I have not discussed about the Linux on AWS yet. But today I just told you how we can create the AWS, how we can create the Linux machines on the EC2 instance. Because earlier we were doing the practical on the Windows server. Now you know both. I have only given you the concept that how we can create the EC2 instance with the Linux, but I have not shown you the practical because I was expecting that you guys will do it and you will ask me the question that how to log in with the Linux, but you did not ask me. So today, you know how to install the Linux on the AWS and how to access that. So key pair would be required. Through key pair, we can access that. And here you can see we cannot go to the root. Root is restricted. We cannot switch user to the root. So how we can go to the root in case we need the privilege? So we can do sudo space -i. -i means interactive. I want the root interactive session. So sudo full form is super user do operations. What operations we want to do? We want to get the interactive session, I. Understood? Just jot it down in your note. I will also write it. But you can also make your notes. So this one is our Linux. You just shut it down. कर दो इसको. Through command, how will you do it? Init space 0. Just try here. init space 0. Enter. It is not getting shut down. Why? Because this is cloud. If you will shut down the machine of EC2, then it will shut down the physical host. So you can just close it. Just run one more command, power off. POWER space OFF.
It is getting hang.
It is hang. Just go to the portal now. Just go to the AWS portal. Click on the top. Go to the console. The fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top. Console to instance. AWS wala. Upar. Yes, click here. Just go to the instance. Scroll up, go to instances on the top, EC2 के साथ में. Next to EC2, yes. See, here what you can see status. It is terminated. Why? Because during the
We have
creation
shut
of this
down.
EC2, we have selected the option of terminate. If someone will stop the VM, stop means shut down. If someone will stop the EC2 instance, it is going to become terminated. Now it will be deleted. That's the reason the cursor has been gone out. And after some time, the session will be disconnected from that Linux. This was something I wanted to show you. So whatever behavior you will select, that will be executed. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
VM to chalo, that's okay.
Yes, sir.
You know the concept. I will do one thing. I think I have not shared you the notes of AWS, right? That's only the video. Video ही दिया है ना मैंने?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Vijay.
So I need to let me work on the notes part. Sampan is created. Okay. Tomorrow I will share you the notes of AWS. AWS के notes मैं कल देता हूँ आपको. And the video of today's session, the tonight's session will be uploaded late night. So you will get it. You all will get it. You all will get the video of AWS today itself. And tomorrow we will do our session. Whatever we have discussed in the last weekend, we will do that. So let me write down the name of 3 persons. So I am only done with the Himanshu and Sangeeta. Venkat is pending. Himanshu and Sangeeta is done. And I have more candidates. So I will cover them group by group. Not tomorrow. Next Saturday, I will cover some of the persons. So be ready.
Sir,
Himanshu,
I have a small doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, as of in like Windows, while we're creating a user, we will give a password expiry notification, right?
Mhm.
Can we trigger the same one in the AWS as well?
Password expiry notification
Yes,
for the user login.
yes, sir.
Yes, we can. There is a password policy option with the user account. Once you will create the user and you will scroll it down. So you will see one of the password policy option in the security. So from there you can define the age of the password. If you remember, I have told you this option previously. Someone can share the screen with the AWS portal. I'm not logged in. Himanshu can share it.
Yeah, I will share it, sir. Once. I think you can able to see it, right?
Yeah, just go to the IAM. Just leave it as it is.
Yes.
Just create the one. Now click on this user. Just enable the console access first. Enable the password first. Yes. Now just scroll it down. Just scroll it up. Password. There will be a password policy option. Wait. Just give me the control. Where is that option? Just give me the control.
Yes, sir. Provided, sir.
You cannot scroll it down. See, in the account settings, there is a password policy option. So by default, this is the password character. We need to give minimum 8 characters of password, and this is the password criteria. If you want that password should never expire, then you can just go to the edit and you can give the settings accordingly. By default, this one is the criteria. See, password will never expire. Means user can log in forever. Their password will not be expired. This is the default policy. But in company, of course, there will be a password policy. So the password will be changed. Password has to be changed after a certain period of days. So company will have the custom policy. In the custom policy, they can define the password length. What would be the minimum criteria? What would be the minimum characters of password? Then what kind of expiration policy you want to set? See, password expiration requires administrator reset. Means if any password is expired, then admin will have to reset it. Then user can change their password. Password expiration, if you will turn it on, then you need to define. Suppose I want that after every 90 days, the password of all the users should be expired. Then I can define the days here and I can save. If I will enable this option, then only administrator, the AWS admin can change the password. User will not be able to change it. But if I want that user should get the option of forgot password. If suppose the password is expired, now user want to change it. So user will get the prompt to reset the password if you will enable this option. Then user can change the password accordingly. But if you have not selected this option, if this option is selected, then user will have to raise the ticket to the IT team that please reset my password. Then admin can do it from the portal, the AWS admin. So through here, you can define the expiration days. And in company, the password policy will be set. They will not go with the default one because as per the company compliance rule, the password has to be changed after every 45 days, 60 days or 90 days, whatever duration the company would like to select. Understood?
Yes, sir. Since we have selected now 90 days, so the email which will be triggered to the user regarding the reset of the password expiry, he will can we maintain it? Is it possible from our end?
The email.
Yeah, like triggering an email regarding the password expiry.
Yes, that we can do it. We need to set up the monitor. Like we can set up the alerting here in the AWS. If any password is about to reach the expiry threshold, then one of the email will be triggered automatically on the company email. So that we can do. Once I will start the monitoring part, then I will let you know how to do that.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
The
Thank you,
mail
sir.
can be triggered. The SMS can also be triggered in case you need the SMS on the mobile phone. That option is also there.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So this one, you can also write it down. I have discussed this password policy option. So in case someone of you got forget it, then you can refer the old videos. And I will also upload the videos that got deleted. So I'm again telling you guys, don't delete anything from the portal, from the drive. Otherwise it will be deleted for everyone, because you all have the full control. I have the backup, so I am uploading it. But in case in future, if there is no backup available, then what you will do? Suppose my system is corrupted, my OS gets corrupted, then what I will do? So all the videos will be destroyed. So don't delete anything from the portal. That's the reason I have created another OneDrive, another Gmail drive, so that I can keep all the videos intact throughout the session. So I will upload it again, no worries. And whomsoever is pending, yes, Seth.
Sir, in previous session, I have asked one question about how eVision will manage our
Yes,
experience.
I discussed this. I discussed this once with the admin team, and they told me that whomsoever is asking this question, just ask them to connect with the admin. They did not give me the reply of this. So you need to connect with the placement team. Then I think they will give you the answer accordingly.
Okay, sir, but I have WhatsApp Ganesh sir, and Ganesh sir has not replied till now.
You can discuss with
Anamika
Anamika
ma'am
then.
will tell you.
Okay,
Sir,
okay.
I also asked Anamika sir. She told to contact Ganesh sir, and I have pinged Ganesh sir. He didn't reply, sir. It has
So
been
just give me tomorrow's time. Like by tomorrow evening, I would be able to clarify who is the current POC for this. Ganesh is going to be the correct POC or Anamika is going to be the correct one. Okay. ये
Yes,
मैं
sir.
पता करके बता दूंगा.
Sir, I am asking this because
Sir,
in our PF is linked as per our current company,
Right.
so it
Yeah,
may
I know.
get fail in the background verification.
I know.
Yes,
This
sir.
happens. This is
Okay.
going to happen with everyone. So we need to understand what they will do. Maybe they will keep the original experience. I don't know, but I will check. I will check who is the correct POC to whom you should discuss this matter in the placement. Then you can discuss accordingly. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So two participants raise hand. Who is this? Saf is already done.
Sir.
A Spark.
sir, when we create EC2 instance, so we see, I think BPC, okay? तो क्या सर अब जब EC2 इंस्टेंस क्रिएट करते हैं तो को BPC उससे पहले क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा क्या हमें?
It's up to you. You can do it during the creation of EC2. You can do it before the creation of EC2, or you can create it later as well. तुम्हारी मर्जी.
Okay, sir. Okay.
But as a general practice in the company, what they will do, they will set up the network first, then they will create the server. Just think of it. You have the company, you have the data center. In the data center, what you will do? You will just bring the switches first. You will do the connectivity first with the cable and all. You will lay down all the cable, all the circuit. Then you will set up the servers, right? Without network, how will you set up the servers? So as a best practice, we set up the network first. It means we set up the VPC first. Then we create the EC2 instance with that VPC. That is the general practice that company follows. So that's the reason ideally you should create the VPC first, then you should create the EC2 instance. But it's up to you. It's not a thumb of rule that you will have to follow rigorously. It is up to you whether you want to do it before or after. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So we can wrap up the session for the day. We can connect tomorrow, and tomorrow I will show you the practicals. So be ready, don't be absent, and I will check with the admin team because I don't manage the recording now for the session because they have integrated this with the Zoom. So I need to ask the recording from one of the person who is managing the portal. If he will give it to me by tonight, then I will share the link with the admin and admin will share it to you. Otherwise, tomorrow before the session, I will share you the Saturday link, and Sunday link I will share you after the session. Okay. We can do it this way. So now we can wrap up the session. You can all enjoy your night. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Yeah,
night, sir.
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.